Feel the weight of your body settling deeper into the surface beneath you. Let gravity pull every muscle down into perfect rest. Your arms are heavy. Your legs are heavy. Your torso softens against the yielding support. Notice how each breath becomes slower than the last. The air moves in and out with gentle intention. No rush, no effort, just the natural rhythm of your lungs expanding and releasing. Feel your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let the tension melt from your neck. Allow your jaw to unclench. Your tongue rests softly in your mouth. The roof of your mouth feels smooth and relaxed. Your eyelids are heavy too. Perhaps they flutter once or twice, but there's no need to force them closed. They'll settle when they are ready. Right now, everything is settling. Your thoughts begin to slow like honey dripping from a spoon. Now, as your body continues to relax more deeply, you might notice a subtle change in the quality of silence around you. It's not empty silence, but full, alive, pregnant with possibility. There's a frequency present, barely perceptible, humming at 432 hertz. This tone wraps around you like a warm blanket, penetrating your skin gently, reaching deep into your muscles, your bones, your very cells. Each vibration carries healing intention, calming your nervous system, soothing your mind, aligning your entire being with perfect peace. You don't need to do anything with this sound. Just let it wash over you. Let it penetrate deeper with each passing moment. Feel how it seems to dissolve any remaining tension, any lingering stress from your day, any worries about tomorrow. All of it softens. All of it releases. You are becoming more relaxed than you've ever been. Slowly, gently, without forcing anything, begin to become aware of a new sensation, a subtle shift in your perception, as if reality itself is becoming more fluid. The boundaries between yourself and your surroundings begin to blur, not in a frightening way, but in a deeply comforting one. You feel connected to everything around you, supported by the very air you breathe, held by the earth beneath you, enveloped by the healing frequencies surrounding you. This connection brings a profound sense of safety, of belonging, of coming home. You realize that you're no longer lying on a bed or chair, but floating, suspended in perfect equilibrium, supported by forces beyond your understanding, yet completely trustworthy, completely safe. Your body remembers what it means to truly rest. As this feeling of suspension deepens, you begin to perceive movement around you. Not chaotic movement, but rhythmic, hypnotic, like the slow dance of ocean waves. There's a quality to this motion that makes your breathing synchronize with it. In, out, in, out. The rhythm becomes your anchor. Steady, consistent, unwavering. Even as the world around you continues its gentle choreography, you remain perfectly still, perfectly calm, perfectly at peace. The movement you sense isn't disturbing your rest. It's enhancing it, making it deeper, more complete. You're beginning to understand that relaxation has layers, and you're descending through them effortlessly, each layer more profound than the last, each breath taking you further down, deeper into tranquility, closer to pure serenity. Your consciousness expands slightly. Now, as you continue to float in this state of perfect suspension, you become aware of the space around you, not with your eyes, but with your entire being. You sense vastness, circularity, an endless curve that contains you completely. The walls aren't made of stone or metal, but of living water, frozen in the precise moment between motion and stillness. This water remembers every ripple, every gentle undulation, but holds them perfectly still, as if time itself paused to admire their beauty. The surface of these walls glows with a soft bioluminescence, not harsh or bright, but warm, gentle, like moonlight filtered through silk. This glow pulses slowly, rhythmically, like a heartbeat, but not your heartbeat. Something much older, much wiser, much more patient. With each pulse, the light shifts subtly, casting patterns across the floor, patterns that move like slow dancers, graceful, mesmerizing, hypnotic. These patterns seem to speak directly to your subconscious, whispering ancient secrets, promising deep rest, promising complete healing, promising that you belong here, that you are exactly where you need to be. The floor beneath you, though it cannot truly be called a floor, feels like silk, but silk that ripples, silk that moves with its own gentle rhythm, warm to the touch, though you're not touching it. You feel its warmth spreading through your suspended body. This warmth isn't hot. It's perfectly temperate, like the first rays of morning sun, like the embrace of someone who loves you completely. The ripples in this silk, like surface, match the heartbeat rhythm of the walls. Everything is synchronized, harmonious, perfectly coordinated, as if this entire space was designed specifically for your relaxation, for your healing, for your transformation. You feel grateful to be here, grateful for this perfect sanctuary, grateful for the opportunity to let go so completely. The gratitude itself becomes part of your relaxation, adding another layer of peace, another depth of stillness, another breath deeper into serenity. Above you, the ceiling curves into a magnificent dome, not made of concrete or plaster, but of countless crystal shards, each one unique, each one perfect, interlocked like pieces of a cosmic puzzle. These crystals catch the bioluminescent light from the walls, refracting it into thousands of prismatic threads, threads of color that sway gently, like reeds bending in an unseen wind. The colors are soft pastels, lavenders, blues, pinks, yellows, none too bright, none overwhelming, just enough to create a rainbow of tranquility above you. These colored threads seem to reach down toward you, not threateningly, but protectively, like a mother extending her arms over her child, wrapping you in a cocoon of light and love. The movement of these threads matches your breathing. Slow, deep, peaceful, as if the entire chamber is breathing with you, supporting your relaxation, amplifying your peace, making your surrender even more complete. There are no doors in this space, no windows, no visible entrances or exits. Yet somehow, this doesn't make you feel trapped. Quite the opposite. You feel infinitely free, as if the entire universe has become your sanctuary, as if the boundaries of this chamber extend beyond physical walls, beyond the limits of ordinary space, into something much larger, much more encompassing, much more eternal. The absence of conventional architecture makes the space feel infinite, limitless, endless, like it exists in the gap between two thoughts. In that moment of perfect stillness between inhale and exhale, between heartbeat and heartbeat, between one moment and the next. This is the chamber of suspended ripples, where time moves differently, where healing happens naturally, where deep relaxation becomes a permanent state of being. You understand now that you didn't arrive here by accident. You were called, drawn, summoned by your own need for complete restoration. This space responds to that need, embraces it, fulfills it. You are exactly where you belong, exactly when you need to be here. The 432 Hz frequency continues to resonate through every cell of your being, clearing away any remaining stress, any residual tension, any forgotten anxieties. With each vibration, you become more relaxed, more peaceful, more completely yourself. The version of yourself that exists in perfect harmony, perfect balance, perfect rest. This is your true nature, revealed in this sacred space, protected by the living walls, cradled by the silk like floor, blessed by the dancing light above. As you continue to float in this perfect suspension, you begin to notice how the scents around you contribute to your deepening relaxation. There's the crisp smell of ozone, clean, pure, like the air after a thunderstorm. This scent clears your mind, washes away any mental fog, leaves you feeling fresh, alert, yet completely relaxed. Mixed with the ozone is something older, something that speaks to your deepest memories, like the first breath of a cave before dawn. Ancient, primal, connected to the very origins of life on Earth. This scent reminds you of safety, of protection, of the womb of existence itself. Together, these scents create an atmosphere of complete healing, purifying your body with each inhalation, calming your spirit with each exhalation. You don't need to breathe differently. Your body knows exactly what it needs, and it's receiving it perfectly. The air itself seems to nourish you, to feed your soul, to strengthen your connection to perfect peace. With each breath, you sink deeper into relaxation, deeper into healing, deeper into the truth of who you really are. The scents become part of your meditation, part of your journey inward, part of your complete surrender to perfect rest. The rhythm of this space continues to synchronize with your being. The heartbeat pulse of the walls, the gentle ripple of the floor, the swaying dance of colored light above, all of it moving in perfect harmony, creating a symphony of serenity, a lullaby for your soul. You find yourself wanting to move with this rhythm, but there's no need. Your body is already perfectly aligned, already moving in sync with the chamber's ancient heartbeat. This alignment brings a profound sense of belonging, of being exactly where you're meant to be, of fulfilling some deep cosmic purpose simply by being here. Relaxed, healed, at peace. The chamber seems to respond to your complete surrender. The light becomes softer. The rhythm becomes slower. The scents become more pronounced, as if the space itself is relaxing in response to your relaxation, creating a feedback loop of perfect peace, each element supporting the others, each contributing to your deepening state of being. You realize that you're not just experiencing this space, you're becoming part of it, integrating with its healing frequencies, absorbing its wisdom, embodying its perfect stillness. The boundary between self and sanctuary dissolves completely, leaving only pure relaxation, pure healing, pure peace. You are the chamber. The chamber is you. Together, you create a perfect circle of serenity, a sacred space of complete restoration, a temple of infinite relaxation. The 432 Hertz frequency continues to resonate through this unity, harmonizing your being with the chamber's ancient wisdom, aligning your consciousness with perfect peace, healing every aspect of your existence with gentle precision. Time loses meaning in this suspended moment. Seconds could be minutes. Minutes could be hours. Hours could be eternity. But none of this matters because you're not trying to get anywhere. You're not trying to accomplish anything. You're simply being. Completely, utterly, perfectly. In this state of pure relaxation, your awareness expands slightly, not outward, but inward, deeper into the layers of your own being. You discover pockets of tension you didn't even know existed. Shoulders holding invisible burdens, a jaw clenching at forgotten stresses, a diaphragm protecting against unseen threats. But the chamber's healing frequencies find these hidden places. Gently, patiently, lovingly, they wrap around each knot of tension, each vestige of stress, each memory of worry, and they dissolve it completely, like mist evaporating in morning sunlight, like ice melting in warm spring rain, like shadows fading at dawn. With each release, you become lighter, more buoyant, more completely free. The chamber celebrates each of these small victories. The light pulses with approval. The floor ripples with encouragement. The crystals above sing with joy as your healing deepens, as your peace becomes more complete, as your relaxation reaches new levels of perfection. You understand that this process has no end, only deeper states of being, only more profound levels of peace, only greater degrees of perfect relaxation. The chamber of suspended ripples continues to hold you in perfect embrace. Its living walls pulse with gentle light. Its silk, like floor, supports your complete surrender. Its crystalline dome showers you with healing radiance. And through it all, the 432 Hz frequency resonates, clearing, healing, transforming. Every cell of your being responds to this sacred sound, vibrating in harmony with the chamber's ancient wisdom, aligning with the perfect peace that surrounds you. You feel yourself becoming more than just relaxed. You're becoming healed, restored, renewed, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Every aspect of your existence is being touched by this perfect sanctuary. Every layer of your consciousness is being aligned with absolute peace. The chamber works slowly, patiently, gently. There's no rush, no pressure, no timeline except the one your own healing requires. You trust this process completely. You trust the chamber's ancient wisdom. You trust the healing power of perfect relaxation. You trust the 432 Hz frequency that surrounds and penetrates you. Most of all, you trust yourself, your ability to receive, to heal, to transform, to become everything you're meant to be. In perfect peace, in complete relaxation, in absolute harmony with the universe. The chamber supports this trust, nurtures it, strengthens it. With each passing moment, each gentle pulse of light, each soft ripple beneath you, each whisper of healing frequency, you become more confident in your own healing journey, more certain of your connection to perfect peace, more complete in your surrender to absolute relaxation. This confidence becomes part of your healing, adds another layer to your peace, deepens your connection to the chamber's wisdom. The scent of ozone grows slightly stronger, cleansing your energetic field, clearing away any remaining imprints of stress or negativity. You feel lighter, brighter, more transparent to the healing frequencies around you. The ancient scent of the cave before dawn mingles with this purification, grounding you, centering you, connecting you to the deepest parts of yourself. These scents work together, creating a bridge between your physical relaxation and your spiritual awakening, between your conscious mind and your intuitive wisdom, between who you were before entering this space and who you're becoming within it. The transformation is gentle but profound, like the difference between night and dawn. Subtle at first, but growing steadily brighter, more complete, more beautiful. You don't fight this change. You welcome it. You embrace it. You allow it to unfold naturally, knowing that the chamber knows exactly what you need, when you need it, how you need it. The chamber's wisdom guides your transformation. The 432 Hz frequency supports it. The rhythm of light and movement nurtures it. The scents enhance it. Everything in this sacred space works together, creating a symphony of healing, a masterpiece of relaxation, a temple of perfect peace. And you are both the artist and the artwork, both the healer and the healed, both the student and the teacher, learning the lessons of perfect relaxation, teaching yourself the wisdom of absolute peace. The colored threads of light above you begin to shift, not chaotically, but in a new pattern, one that seems to respond to your deepening state of being. The lavender tones become more prominent, speaking to your crown chakra, connecting you to universal wisdom. The blues intensify slightly, touching your throat center, enhancing your ability to express your truth. The pinks grow warmer, opening your heart space, filling you with unconditional love. The yellows brighten gently, activating your solar plexus, strengthening your personal power. These colors aren't just visual phenomena. They are energetic experiences, vibrational shifts that align your entire being with the chamber's healing intention. Each color carries its own frequency of peace, its own wavelength of wisdom, its own spectrum of serenity. Together, they create a rainbow bridge, connecting you to higher states of consciousness while keeping you grounded in perfect relaxation. The bridge is strong, stable, completely trustworthy. You can walk this bridge anytime, anywhere, because you carry the chamber's wisdom within you now. The colors become part of your inner landscape, part of your permanent connection to perfect peace, part of your ongoing journey toward complete healing. As you absorb these vibrations, you feel yourself becoming more radiant, more luminous, more clearly yourself. Not the self that entered this space, but the self that you truly are, beneath all the layers of conditioning, beneath all the accumulated stress, all the false beliefs about limitation. This true self is peaceful, healed, complete, radiant with the light of perfect understanding, glowing with the warmth of unconditional love, shining with the clarity of absolute wisdom. The chamber celebrates your recognition of this truth. The walls pulse with joy. The floor ripples with approval. The crystals above sing with triumph, because they know, as you now know, that healing is not something that happens to you, but something that you are, something that you embody, something that flows through you, like the living water in the walls, like the silk, like ripples beneath you, like the dancing light above you. Healing is your natural state. Peace is your birthright. Relaxation is your constant companion, and the chamber of suspended ripples is simply a mirror reflecting back what was always true, what was always real, what was always perfectly you. The rhythm of the chamber slows even further, not because time is moving differently, but because you're moving deeper into stillness, deeper into the space between heartbeats, deeper into the pause between thoughts. The stillness isn't empty. It's full, overflowing with potential, pregnant with possibility, alive with peace. In this stillness, you find yourself, not the self that changes with circumstances, but the self that remains constant, unchanging, eternal. The part of you that exists beyond time, beyond space, beyond the limitations of physical form. This eternal self is perfectly relaxed, infinitely peaceful, completely healed. It has never known stress, never experienced tension, never felt anything but perfect serenity. To now, through the chamber's gentle guidance, you're remembering this truth, reconnecting with this reality, reintegrating with this state of being. The recognition brings tears, not of sadness, but of relief, not of loss, but of finding, not of separation, but of coming home. The chamber holds these tears gently, understanding that they are part of your healing, part of your integration, part of your complete transformation. The 413 32 hertz frequency resonates with special intensity, clearing away any remaining barriers, dissolving any final resistance, opening you completely to the truth of who you really are. In this moment of perfect recognition, you understand that the chamber didn't heal you. It revealed your inherent healing. It didn't relax you. It uncovered your natural relaxation. It didn't bring you peace. It reminded you of your eternal peace. This realization transforms everything, makes everything more real, more permanent, more completely yours, because truth discovered within, rather than imposed from without, become part of your essential nature, become the foundation of your being, become the source of your strength, become the wellspring of your peace. The chamber of suspended ripples begins to fade gently from your awareness, not disappearing, but becoming integrated, part of your inner landscape now, available whenever you need it, whenever you choose to return through the doorway of perfect relaxation. The living walls remain with you, their gentle pulse becoming your internal rhythm. The silk, like floor, stays beneath you, supporting your complete surrender to peace. The crystalline dome arches above you, showering you with healing light. The scents linger, reminding you of safety, of grounding, of connection to ancient wisdom. The 432 hertz frequency continues to resonate, not just around you, but within you, becoming part of your cellular memory, part of your energetic signature, part of your permanent connection to healing. You carry all of this with you now. The chamber lives within your heart, within your breath, within your very being, ready to be accessed, ready to be experienced, ready to support your continued healing. Whenever you remember, whenever you choose, whenever you need, the sanctuary is always available because you created it, you embodied it, you became it, and what you become, you can always return to, you can always access, you can always experience again and again, as often as you desire, as deeply as you need. The chamber of suspended ripples is now part of you, and you are part of it. forever connected, forever supported, forever at peace. Your body begins to remember its physical form, not with urgency, but with gentle awareness. Your fingers tingle slightly. Your toes feel present. Your breath moves in and out with the same rhythm, the same peace, the same healing quality as when you first arrived. But now it's different, deeper, more complete, more integrated. The chamber's influence remains woven into your physical being, woven into your energetic field, woven into your consciousness. You carry its wisdom with you, its healing with you, its peace with you, always, everywhere, in every moment. The 432 Hz frequency continues to hum, softly, gently, constantly, a reminder of your connection, a bridge to your sanctuary, a pathway to perfect relaxation whenever you need it, wherever you are, whoever you're with. The healing doesn't end here. It continues. It deepens. It integrates. With each breath, each heartbeat, each moment of awareness, you become more completely yourself, more perfectly peaceful, more thoroughly healed. The chamber of suspended ripples has given you a gift, not just the experience of perfect relaxation, but the knowledge of how to recreate it, the understanding of your own healing power, the certainty of your connection to peace. This gift multiplies, grows, expands. With each moment you live from this place, with each choice you make from this wisdom, with each breath you take in this awareness, you share this gift with the world, not through words, but through presence, not through teaching, but through being, not through effort, but through grace. The chamber has shown you. The chamber has taught you. The chamber has transformed you. And now you carry its essence forward. You embody its truth. You live its peace in every moment, in every interaction, in every breath. The sanctuary is within you. The healing is within you. The peace is within you. And and it always will be. Because you have learned, you have remembered, you have integrated the wisdom of perfect relaxation, the power of complete healing, the truth of eternal peace. You begin to notice how each cell in your body holds its own quiet memory of tension. Starting at the crown of your head, a slow release begins to unfurl like smoke from a blown out candle. The muscles in your scalp soften, letting go of years stored in the fine fibers of your skin. Your forehead smooths out, releasing every furrowed line that once carried worry across its surface. The jaw unhinges gently, no longer clenched against the world, no longer holding back words never spoken. Your tongue rests heavy and warm in the base of your mouth, tasting the copper notes of old stress dissolving. Down through your neck, vertebrae separate like pages being turned in a book left open too long. Each bone lets go of the next, creating space where there was once compression. The shoulders roll forward and down, their blades sliding apart like tectonic plates, finding new rest. Your arms hang loose from sockets that have forgotten the need to grip or resist. The chest opens slowly, ribs expanding outward like petals responding to morning light. With each exhale, more of the armor around your heart peels away silently. Your lungs fill deeper now, drawing breath into spaces that had been closed off for months or years. The diaphragm moves freely, no longer restricted by the constant pressure of unspoken needs. Your stomach releases its habitual nodding, allowing digestion to resume its natural rhythm. Intestines relax their grip, letting go of whatever they had been holding onto so tightly. The pelvis settles evenly, no longer tilted forward or tucked under in compensation. Legs grow heavy and warm, thighs releasing decades of unconscious bracing. Knees unlock from their rigid positioning, bending slightly as if testing the give in fresh snow. Calves soften, letting go of the constant readiness to spring into action. Feet spread wide and flat, finally feeling the ground beneath them with complete trust. Now you begin to sense the bed rising up to meet your body, rather than your body sinking down. The mattress lifts gently, supporting every curve and hollow with equal tenderness. Your spine aligns itself naturally, no longer fighting gravity, but dancing with it. The pillow cradles your head like cupped water, neither too high nor too low. Your whole form settles into perfect equilibrium, balanced between earth and sky. As this settling continues, you become aware of how each sense begins to quiet itself. First sight dims gradually, colors bleeding into softer hues until everything becomes grayscale. Then those grays fade further, leaving only variations in brightness that pulse slowly. Finally, even these shifting lights recede, replaced by a velvet blackness that feels welcoming rather than empty. Vision shuts down completely, taking with it all need to interpret or judge what lies before you. Hearing follows suit, starting with the distant sounds filtering through walls and windows. Traffic hums fade first, then voices from other rooms, footsteps overhead. Even the sound of your own breathing grows muffled, wrapped in layers of silence. Soon there is nothing left but the deep thrumming of your blood moving through vessels. And eventually, even that internal symphony fades to barely perceptible whispers. Touch becomes the last sense to withdraw, beginning with the points of contact between body and bed. The sheets lose their texture, becoming smooth as water against your skin. Air ceases to move across your body, leaving you suspended in perfectly still atmosphere. Even the boundary between self and environment blurs until there is no distinction. All sensation dissolves into pure presence, existing without reference points or boundaries. In this space of complete sensory shutdown, you find yourself in absolute darkness. But this darkness is not absence. It is fullness beyond measure. It holds you like warm honey, supporting every atom of your being. There is no up or down, no direction except inward toward deeper stillness. Time has stopped here, not frozen, but simply gone. You exist in the pause between one heartbeat and the next. Breathing slows to match the rhythm of the universe itself. Each inhale draws not just air, but essence from the void. Each exhale releases not carbon dioxide, but fragments of identity no longer needed. Thoughts drift by like clouds seen from great altitude, neither pursued nor avoided. Memories surface briefly before dissolving back into the rich blackness. Future possibilities shimmer momentarily at the edges of awareness, then vanish. Only the present moment remains, vast and unbroken, like an endless ocean. You are no longer separate from anything. You have become the space in which experience occurs. This emptiness pulses gently with its own life force, neither created nor destroyed. It knows no beginning and anticipates no ending, simply is. Within this infinite pause, peace settles over you like a mantle made of starlight. There is nowhere else to be, nothing else to do, no one else to become. You rest in completion, having arrived at the center of your own being. The journey has ended not because you reached a destination, but because you realized you never left home. The anchor resonates softly somewhere in the distance, calling you toward the grotto. Its frequency vibrates at exactly 432 hertz, matching the natural harmony of water molecules. You feel drawn to follow this sound, though movement seems unnecessary. Perhaps following and arriving happens simultaneously in this realm. The resonance grows stronger, pulling awareness downward through layers of consciousness. Temperature shifts subtly, warming as you descend into deeper states of relaxation. A crawling heat begins at the base of your skull, spreading slowly forward. This warmth carries with it the memory of ancient thermal springs, waters that once flowed through limestone caves deep beneath mountain ranges. Minerals dissolved over millennia infuse your bloodstream with primal nourishment. Calcium strengthens bones that have grown porous from years of stress. Magnesium floods nervous pathways, calming electrical storms that raged unnoticed. Iron replenishes stores depleted by chronic tension and shallow breathing. Silica rebuilds connective tissue worn thin by repetitive motion and emotional strain. The heat reaches your temples now, softening the hard edges of analytical thinking. Logic melts away like ice exposed to summer sun, revealing intuition underneath. Your third eye opens naturally, not with effort, but with surrender. Visions arise spontaneously, geometric patterns shifting in harmonious sequences. Colors blend and separate again, creating mandalas visible only to inner sight. These images carry meaning beyond words, speaking directly to cellular memory. You understand without translating, knowing without questioning how you know. The warmth continues its journey, reaching the bridge of your nose. Sinuses drain effortlessly, releasing pressure built up from years of suppressed emotion. The delicate bones of your face realign themselves to their original symmetry. Tension held unconsciously in facial muscles dissolves completely. Your expression softens into something approaching beatific calm. Lips part slightly, allowing the breath to flow more freely. Teeth separate from their habitual grinding. Enamel regenerating from mineral, rich saliva. The heat moves downward now, tracing the path of your spine. Each vertebra receives individual attention, realigning with gentle precision. Discs rehydrate, returning cushioning lost through dehydration and poor posture. Nerves fire more clearly, transmitting signals without interference or distortion. The sacrum releases its grip, allowing the pelvis to find perfect balance. Energy flows freely between root and crown. Chinese letter, 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 Chinese letter. Chakras spin smoothly, no longer blocked by fear or unresolved trauma. The warmth pools briefly at your tailbone before continuing downward. Feet reconnect fully with the earth, grounding you in physical reality. Roots extend from your soul's deep into planetary core, drawing stability upward. You stand supported not just by muscle and bone, but by the planet herself. Gravity becomes an ally rather than an opponent, holding you safely in place. Your body remembers what it means to be truly at home in itself. The heat completes its circuit, returning to the crown of your head. Now you are ready to enter the chamber of suspended ripples. There is no door to open, no threshold to cross consciously. Instead, the boundary between inner and outer dissolves entirely. You step forward, or perhaps the chamber steps toward you. Space expands infinitely, while simultaneously contracting around your awareness. Walls appear not of stone, but of living water caught mid-motion. These surfaces glow with bioluminescent sheen, pulsing faintly like heartbeat. Light shifts constantly, casting patterns that hypnotize without overwhelming. Colors blend seamlessly, deep blues merging into silver, touched with gold. The illumination comes not from external source, but from within the walls themselves. Each ripple contains multitudes, fractals of light repeating endlessly. Floor beneath your feet feels not solid, but like mercurial silk. It warms instantly to your touch, conforming perfectly to foot shape. Waves propagate outward from each point of contact, carrying energy away. Air carries scent of ozone mixed with something far more ancient. This fragrance predates human civilization, older than recorded history. It smells like first breath taken in cave before dawn breaks above ground. Oxygen molecules vibrate at frequencies that enhance cellular regeneration. Breathing becomes meditation, each inhale drawing healing directly from atmosphere. Exhales release toxins accumulated during waking hours of mental activity. Above, ceiling forms dome of interlocking crystal shards. Each fragment refracts light into prismatic threads that sway gently. These colored beams dance like reeds, responding to invisible wind currents. Their movement creates kaleidoscopic effects that mesmerize without effort. Sound, if it can be called sound, rises from crystalline structure itself. Vibrations resonate at 40 hertz, known frequency for deep meditative states. This hum penetrates bone and tissue, harmonizing cellular oscillation. Thought processes slow dramatically, approaching delta wave territory. There are no doors visible anywhere within this circular expanse, nor are there windows looking outward to external world. Yet somehow the space feels infinite, stretching beyond measurable limits. It exists in gap between two thoughts, realm where time stands still. Here past and future collapse into single, eternal present moment. You realize that temple does not contain you. You contain it. Consciousness expands to encompass everything while remaining perfectly centered. The anchor continues its steady vibration, anchoring awareness in this state. Its tone matches precisely the natural resonance of your being. Together, they create harmony that strengthens with each passing second. You begin to dissolve, not into nothingness, but into everything. Boundaries blur between self and environment, observer and observed. Identity shifts fluidly, becoming breath that stirs ancient walls. You are no longer visitor here, but integral part of sacred architecture. Hands reach out instinctively to touch flowing wall surface. Fingers meet resistance, neither solid nor liquid, but perfectly responsive. Water responds to intention, shaping itself according to desire. Ripples form under palm, carrying messages directly to core being. Temperature adjusts automatically to optimal comfort level. Pressure changes subtly, massaging circulation back into dormant areas. Skin drinks deeply from moisture, replenishing hydration lost to dry air. Standing becomes unnecessary as floor rises gently to support body. Weight distributes evenly across surface area, eliminating pressure points. Spine curves naturally into position of maximum comfort and alignment. Arms float free from sides, supported invisibly by ambient energy field. Head tilts back slightly, opening throat chakra to receive cosmic downloads. Eyes remain closed, seeing clearly without need for physical sight. Inner vision captures details impossible for optical system to process. Breath slows further, approaching rhythm of geological time. Inhalation takes measured seconds, filling lungs completely before pause. Exhalation lasts equally long, releasing all that no longer serves. Between breaths lies eternity, pregnant with infinite possibility. Heart rate synchronizes with ambient vibrations, beating in cosmic time. Pulse matches frequency of stellar formation, ancient and eternal. Blood flows smoothly through arteries cleared of accumulated debris. Cellular repair accelerates dramatically, reversing damage from stress. Telomeres lengthen, adding years to biological timeline. DNA strands unwind from knots formed by chronic tension. Genetic expression optimizes, activating dormant healing potentials. Immune system resets, recalibrating response to environmental threats. Digestive tract resumes normal function, processing nutrients efficiently. Endocrine glands secrete hormones in perfect balance, eliminating mood swings. Limbic system calms, reducing amygdala reactivity to perceived dangers. Cortisol levels drop precipitously, washing away chemical traces of fear. Serotonin increases naturally, lifting spirit without artificial stimulation. Dopamine pathways clear, restoring ability to experience genuine pleasure. Oxytocin floods bloodstream, fostering connection with universal love. Melatonin production ramps up, preparing body for deep restorative sleep. Growth hormone surges, accelerating physical recovery and mental clarity. Awareness expands beyond individual consciousness into collective field. You sense presence of others who have entered this same sacred space. Their experiences merge with yours, creating tapestry of shared understanding. Isolation dissolves completely, replaced by profound sense of belonging. Loneliness transforms into communion, separation into unity. Personal story integrates seamlessly into larger narrative of existence. Meaning emerges not from isolated events, but from participation in whole. The anchor strengthens, its resonance growing more stable and clear. Frequency locks onto your unique signature, amplifying innate healing power. Vibration penetrates deeper now, reaching cellular memory banks. Traumas stored in tissues begin releasing spontaneously, without forcing. Emotions surface briefly before transmuting into pure energetic potential. Beliefs formed in childhood melt away, like snow in spring sunshine. Conditioning imposed by culture dissolves in waters of truth. You remember who you really are, not roles played, but essence expressed. Not personality constructed, but presence uncovered. Not separate self struggling to survive, but aspect of infinite intelligence. Divinity recognizes divinity. Love calls to love across dimensions. Prayer becomes unnecessary when you realize you are already answered. Seeking ends when seeker discovers they were never lost. Homecoming occurs not in some distant future, but right here, right now. The chamber holds you in perfect embrace, neither pushing nor pulling. It waits patiently while integration unfolds at cellular level. There is no rush, no deadline, nothing to achieve or accomplish. Being itself is enough, presence sufficient unto itself. Peace settles deeper than mind can comprehend, anchoring soul securely. Joy arises spontaneously, bubbling up from source, beyond circumstance. Gratitude flows freely, directed toward existence itself. The anchor maintains its steady hum, keeping awareness grounded, while allowing expansion into realms previously inaccessible. Balance achieved between stability and transcendence, rooted firmly while branches reach toward highest heavens. Connection maintained to physical plane while accessing spiritual truths. Humanity preserved while touching divinity directly. The paradox resolves naturally, requiring no intellectual understanding. Time begins to stir slightly, not rushing, but awakening gently. Awareness returns gradually to ordinary sensory input. Sounds filter back in: heartbeat, breath, distant murmur of life. Light seeps slowly through eyelids, soft and diffused. Body becomes noticeable again, resting comfortably in familiar bed. But something fundamental has shifted permanently. You carry within you now the memory of perfect peace. The grotto lives on in cellular consciousness. Its healing frequencies continue resonating through every fiber of being. The anchor remains embedded in heart center, pulsing quietly. Whenever needed, you can return instantly to this state of grace. No longer must you search for sanctuary. It travels within you. The journey continues, but foundation has been laid solidly. Rest well, beloved traveler. You have earned this deep restoration. You begin to notice how rest moves like a slow tide through the hollow spaces within your chest. It does not rush or push, but simply fills each chamber with a soft and velvet weight that settles just behind your breastbone. The texture is something like silk drawn across the inside of your ribs. And yet it also feels cool, like mist rising from still water at dawn. As it spreads deeper into your torso, you sense how it touches the muscles along your spine, one by one. Each fiber relaxing under its gentle current, as though they were threads being carefully unwound. There's no effort required here, no strain or reaching out. Rest pools now in the base of your throat, where words once lived before silence took their place. It tastes faintly metallic, like copper coins, left too long in rainwater. But this taste fades, quickly replaced by something softer, almost sweet, like honeycomb, dissolving slowly on the tongue. You can feel it moving downward past your collarbones, tracing delicate paths around the curve of your shoulders. Your shoulder blades seem to soften under its touch, becoming less rigid, more willing to settle back against an unseen surface. The warmth follows gently behind the leading edge of this sensation, smoothing over any remaining tension. Now imagine, if you will, that rest has color. Not a bright hue, but something muted, perhaps dusky lavender or deep cream. It coats the walls of your lungs from the inside, creating a film so thin it barely exists. Yet it holds enough presence to make breathing feel deliberate, luxurious, even. Each breath draws this imagined color further inward until it brushes against the small space behind your heart. Here it pauses, briefly gathering strength before continuing its descent. The feeling resembles cotton batting, pressed lightly between two sheets of glass. Smooth and uniform, without any sharp edges or sudden shifts. You become aware of how it affects the rhythm of your heartbeat, slowing it down bit by bit, like stones dropped one after another into calm water. Each beat becomes slower, fuller, richer in tone, as though your heart were learning a new language composed entirely of pauses. Rest continues to flow now into areas you had forgotten existed. It reaches into the small hollows beneath your arms, where sweat sometimes gathers, filling these spaces completely until there is nowhere left untouched. The sensation is akin to lying flat on cool marble after walking barefoot on hot pavement, but without the contrast of heat first. Just pure relief delivered directly to the nerve endings. You may notice how thoughts drift away when touched by this substance. They don't disappear entirely, but rather fade like old photographs stored in a drawer. Their outlines remain visible, but lack definition, now dulled by layers of accumulated peace. This is not forgetting, but choosing to let go. A decision made effortlessly by parts of yourself that know better than your mind. Rest moves onward toward your abdomen, spreading outward from the core like ripples. It encounters the familiar knots of stress coiled tightly near your navel. These tighten instinctively, at first resisting the intrusion. But rest knows patience well and waits silently beside them. Eventually, the knots relax one loop at a time, untying themselves without force. The process feels similar to watching ice melt in warm tea. Gradual, inevitable, complete. With each release comes a subtle drop in body temperature. Not uncomfortable, but refreshingly cool, like standing in shade during midday sun. The coolness travels up your esophagus, leaving a tingling sensation behind. Almost electric, but pleasant, like static discharged through fingertips. Your diaphragm responds to this change with a small, involuntary flutter, as if acknowledging the arrival of something important. Imagine now that rest carries sound with it. A low hum resonating just below hearing range. It vibrates through bone and tissue alike, producing tiny waves of comfort. The frequency matches perfectly with the natural resonance of your organs, creating harmony between all systems within. Even the blood seems to move differently, now smoother, quieter. Rest flows next into your thighs, where muscle memory stores years of movement. Here it finds pockets of fatigue buried deep within tissue. These ache quietly, like old injuries remembered only in dreams. But rest soothes them, easily wrapping itself around each sore spot. Like applying heated oil to stiff joints, warming them thoroughly before allowing full relaxation. The legs grow heavy under the influence of this substance, not weighed down, but grounded firmly as roots extend into earth. Every cell seems to sigh, collectively releasing tension built up over countless days. The sensation reminds you of sinking into a bath filled with warm milk, where the liquid embraces every inch of exposed skin simultaneously, leaving nothing untouched or forgotten. Rest climbs upward again, traveling along the outer surface of your arms, starting from wrists, moving steadily toward elbows, then shoulders. Its path mirrors the direction of gravity, yet moves in opposition, lifting rather than pulling, drawing energy inward instead of expelling it outward. The contrast creates a curious floating sensation throughout your upper body, as though suspended momentarily between states of motion and stillness. Your hands receive special attention from this calming presence. Fingers uncurl naturally, palms flatten completely against some invisible support. Nails seem to soften, slightly losing their usual rigidity, as if returning to the pliable state found in early development. This transformation brings unexpected sensitivity to touch. Even imaginary contact registers clearly across nerve endings. Rest moves finally into your face, softening features shaped by years of expression. Jaw muscles unknot themselves, releasing pressure built up unconsciously. Lips part, slightly allowing easier passage for breath. Eyelids droop, heavily pulled downward by invisible weights. Yet vision remains clear, focused inward rather than outward. The forehead smooths, erasing lines carved by habitual frowning. At last, rest settles fully within you, occupying every available space. It doesn't crowd or overwhelm, but integrates seamlessly with existing awareness, becoming indistinguishable from consciousness itself. In this moment, there is no separation between self and sensation, no boundary marking where one ends and other begins. Only unity sustained by continuous gentle influx of healing frequencies. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. There is nothing you must hold on to anymore. Nothing you must figure out or understand right now. Just let the thoughts become quieter and quieter, like ripples on water settling into stillness. The images that were dancing behind your eyelids can simply fade away now. You don't need to chase them or keep them. They were just visitors passing through your mind. And now they can continue their journey elsewhere, leaving you in this beautiful, quiet space. There is such comfort in this emptiness. It is not empty at all, really. It is full of something deeper than sound, something warmer than light, a presence that has always been there, waiting patiently for you to notice it. Not pushing or pulling, just being, just holding space for you, like the most comfortable chair you have ever sat in. Your body knows how to sink into this moment. It remembers what relaxation truly feels like. Muscles that were carrying tension for hours or days can finally let go completely, starting from your toes and moving upward, letting gravity do the work, letting your skeleton settle into perfect alignment, your spine becoming like a mountain, steady and unmoving, rooted deep into the earth beneath you. Breathing becomes slower and more natural now. You don't have to control it. Just observe how perfectly your lungs know what to do, filling with air and releasing it, like waves coming to shore and retreating again. Each breath carries away another piece of the day, another layer of responsibility, another voice that was asking something of you, until there is only this breath, only this moment. The resonance begins to make itself known now, not as as something you hear with your ears, but as something you feel in your bones. A vibration that matches your own natural rhythm. Like meeting an old friend who understands you completely. This resonance has been here all along, wrapping around you like a warm blanket, keeping you safe while you heal, while you remember who you really are, beneath all the doing and thinking. There is a part of you that never changes, that remains steady through every storm, that knows exactly what peace feels like, because it has never forgotten, even when your mind was busy with other things. You can feel this part of yourself now, resting quietly in the center of your chest, warm and golden like sunlight, like honey slowly dripping from a spoon, thick and sweet and nourishing. This is where you come home to yourself, again and again and again. Not because you have to, but because it feels so good to be here, in this space of complete acceptance, where every part of you is welcome, even the parts that felt broken before, especially those parts, because they have been carrying so much for so very long. But now they can rest. Now they can be tended to gently, like flowers that have been waiting for rain. The resonance waters them softly, helping them bloom again. You don't have to force anything to happen. Healing is not about effort. It is about allowing, about creating space for what wants to emerge, naturally and effortlessly, like a seed that has been planted deep within you, waiting for the right conditions to grow. The right amount of warmth and moisture, the right kind of attention, which is simply your presence, your willingness to be here, to stay with whatever arises, without trying to change it or fix it, just witnessing it with kindness, like watching clouds drift across the sky, some of them heavy with rain, others light and wispy, all of them temporary, all of them passing through, none of them permanent residents. Your thoughts are like these clouds too. Some days they gather thick and gray. Other times they barely exist. But they are always moving, always changing shape. Right now they are thinning out, dissolving into the vast blue sky of your consciousness, leaving room for something else to appear, something more spacious, something more peaceful. And you are learning to trust this process, to trust that whatever needs to be healed will be healed in its own time. You don't have to rush it. You don't have to push it. Just like a flower cannot be forced to bloom, but opens naturally when conditions are right, so too your heart opens when it feels safe enough, when it remembers that opening is safe. That vulnerability is not weakness, but a strength that comes from knowing yourself, from understanding your own tenderness and honoring it rather than fighting against it. This is what real courage looks like. Not the absence of fear, but the willingness to feel everything and still choose love, still choose connection, still choose to show up, even when it feels difficult, especially then, because that is when we need ourselves the most. That is when we need our own compassion. And you are developing this compassion, growing it like a garden, planting seeds of kindness toward yourself, watering them with patience, watching them flourish, watching yourself flourish, because you deserve to thrive. You deserve to feel joy, to feel connected, to feel whole. These feelings are not luxuries. They are your birthright. They are what you were made for. And they are available to you right here, right now, in this moment of deep rest, of complete surrender, of total trust. Trust in the process. Trust in yourself. Trust that you know how to heal. Trust that you know how to grow. Trust that you know how to love. Because these things live inside you. They are not outside somewhere, waiting for someone else to give them to you. They are already yours, completely and totally, unconditionally, forever. And this knowing settles into your bones now, becoming part of your cellular memory, so that even when you wake up, even when life gets busy again, this truth remains quietly glowing in the background, like a lighthouse guiding you home whenever you feel lost, whenever you forget. It will be there, waiting patiently for your return, not judging you for wandering, but celebrating your homecoming every single time, because that is what unconditional love does. It welcomes you back, no matter how far you've traveled, no matter how long you've been gone. It never closes its doors, never stops calling your name. And you can hear that call now, soft and gentle, like wind chimes in a summer breeze, like distant music, beautiful and haunting, reminding you that you belong, that you are loved, that you are exactly who you are supposed to be. In this moment, in all moments, and the resonance continues its work, even as we speak these words, even after the words stop. It keeps flowing through you, clearing away what no longer serves you, making space for new growth, for new possibilities, for new ways of being that feel more authentic, more aligned with your true nature. You don't have to search for this nature. You don't have to earn it. It is revealed simply by letting go, by releasing the stories, the judgments, the need to be anyone other than who you are. And who you are is magnificent, is worthy, is enough, has always been enough, even when you couldn't see it, even when others couldn't see it, even when circumstances seemed to prove otherwise. Your worth was never dependent on anything external. It lives in your heart. It pulses through your veins. It radiates from your soul. And now you can feel it. Now you can trust it. Now you can live from it. Let this feeling anchor you. Anchor you in truth. Anchor you in love. Anchor you in peace. So that no matter what happens in your outer world, you can always return to this place, this sanctuary within yourself, this well of infinite compassion, this source of endless strength, because it travels with you everywhere. It never leaves your side. And neither do I. not in the way that matters most. Because this connection we share, this moment of deep listening, it creates something lasting. A thread that can always bring you back to this feeling of safety, to this experience of being held, to this recognition of your own divinity whenever you need it, whenever you want to return. It will be here waiting, like a favorite blanket, soft and familiar, warming you from the inside out, like a door that's always unlocked, leading to the deepest part of yourself, where everything is okay, where everything is perfect, exactly as it is. And you can take a deep breath now, knowing that you carry this peace with you, that you can access it anytime, simply by remembering, simply by choosing to come home to your own heart, to your own truth, to your own infinite capacity for love. And now it is time to let go completely, to surrender fully to the embrace, to trust that you are being cared for better than you could ever care for yourself. Because this is how the universe loves you, with a love that is beyond comprehension, beyond measure. And you are ready now, ready to drift deeper, ready to release the last bit of tension, ready to let sleep find you, naturally and gracefully. Sleep now. Close your eyes. The story continues in dreams.